Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're jumping into the pretty unique world of the ClubGG poker app. And if you're new to it, you're about to hit a major fork in the road right from the get-go. Trust me, it's a choice that's going to shape your whole experience on there. So let's get into it. And here it is, the big question. Should you play through an agent, or should you deal directly with the app? And look, this isn't just some small preference. This decision is going to directly impact your bankroll, the games you get to play in, and even how secure your money is. But before we can even answer that, we've got to understand what ClubGG actually is. See, it's not your typical poker site. It's built on the huge GG network, sure, but it's really a social app that revolves around private clubs. The best way to think about it is like setting up your own exclusive home games, but, on a global scale. So because of that unique setup, every player immediately comes to a crossroads. You've got two very different paths you can take to get in on the action. And believe me, each one has its own rules, its own perks, and its own risks. All right, let's head down path number one, the agent path. This is probably the one you've heard the most about, and for a lot of players, it's definitely the most interesting way to play on the app. Okay, so what is an agent anyway? Well, in the ClubGG world, you can think of them as your personal middleman. This is the person who gets you into those private clubs. They handle all your money. We're talking deposits and withdrawals, and they basically act as your personal concierge for the games. Which leads to the obvious question, why would I even want a middleman? Well, it really boils down to value. Agents can get you into these exclusive, really juicy games that you just can't get into otherwise. They also tend to offer way better deals like rakeback or discounts on chips, and they can be your personal go-to support if you ever run into a problem. But, and this is a big but, there's a flip side. The number one drawback is what we call the trust factor. You're literally handing your money over to another person. If you pick a bad one, you could get scammed. You're also totally dependent on them being available when you want to deposit or cash out. And sometimes things aren't totally transparent. So let me be super clear. Vetting your agent isn't just important, it's everything. All right, enough about agents for a second. Let's check out the other option, which offers a totally different kind of experience. This is path number two, the direct path, the official built-in way to play. Direct play is much exactly what it sounds like. You cut out the middleman completely. You just open the app, head to the official store, and buy your chips right there using your Google Play or Apple account. It's a clean, simple transaction between you and the platform. And the biggest win here? It's all about peace of mind. Your money is being handled by giants like Apple and Google, so the safety and security are top-notch. You don't have to lose sleep worrying about some shady third party. It's super simple, and you get your chips instantly. No more waiting around for an agent to text you back. But, of course, that security and simplicity, yeah, it's going to cost you. The chips you buy directly are almost always more expensive than what an agent could get you. You'll probably be locked out of those really good agent-only private games, and you can totally forget about perks like rakeback. You're basically paying a premium for convenience and safety. Okay, we've explored both routes. Now it's time to put them head-to-head. The showdown, agent versus direct. Let's see how they really stack up when you look at what matters most to a player. When you see it all laid out like this, the main trade-off just pops right out at you. For safety, direct play wins, hands down, while agent play is a total gamble on who you pick. For cost, agents usually have the edge with better deals. Access to the best games? That's a huge point in the agent's corner. Support is personal with an agent versus just dealing with an app's help desk. And finally, risk. It's basically zero with direct play, but it can be massive if you end up with a bad agent. So with all that in mind, we can stop asking which one is better and start asking the real question, which one is better for you? Let's figure out how to match one of these paths to your own poker journey. So let's break it down based on what kind of player you are. If you're just starting out, the safest bet is to stick with direct play. No question. But if you're a more experienced player who's hunting for the best possible value, a trusted agent is probably the way to go. That's also the best path if you're trying to build a bankroll, because that rakeback and agent offers can make a huge difference. But if you're just someone who hates risk, direct play gives you that security blanket you're looking for. At the end of the day, it really just comes down to these three things. What are your actual goals in poker? How much risk are you truly comfortable taking on? And what's your budget looking like? If you can answer those three questions honestly, the right path for you will become pretty clear. There's a quote that just nails this whole thing perfectly. It really does say it all. It's the core choice you have to make. Do you value safety and simplicity above all else?
Or are you chasing exclusive access and the best possible deals? Your answer to that question is everything.
And there you have it. That's the decision every single player on ClubGG has to make. You've seen both paths, the good and the bad, all laid out, so the only question left is, what's your next move going to be?